Hi, buddy. John Fisher. Welcome to salesleads.tv, accreditinvestors.net, privateplacementleads.com, privateplacementleads.tv, and maybe another 50 of them. If you see my beautiful face on the video, it's my company. Let's talk about private placement leads. And I'm trying to break this stuff down for you guys so you get to understand the key words and what they really mean. Private placement. What is a private placement? A private placement is a vehicle that is used for a company. Let's just say my company, salesleads.tv, wants to raise $1 million. We want to take it to the next level. What we would do is do a private placement. It would be a Reg D 504, which is $0 to $1 million. And what I'm allowed to do is solicit people I already know, or if I want to solicit someone that I don't know, there's a 30-day cooling off period. So in other words, I can't just meet some guy and say, hey, I want you to buy stock in my company. I want you to buy shares in my private placement for salesleads.tv. I've got to establish what's called a pre-existing relationship, which the Security Exchange Commission defines as at least a 30-day cooling off period. Some states, I think there's 45 days. So what they're trying to say is you just can't solicit a private placement. You have to be able to have existing friends and family to begin with, and there's no problem with that. You could send them a PPM, private placement memorandum, right away. But if it's someone you don't know, especially if you're buying a list from somebody, they want you to establish a rapport. That means on that first conversation, you're not sending them a PPM and you're not discussing the investment at all. You could introduce yourself, you could establish a rapport, but the bottom line is you can't pitch the guy and you can't send him information, any kind of documents. So now we understand the private placement. The private placement, there's the 504, which is $0 to $1 million. There's a 505, that's $1 million to $5 million. And there's the 506B as in boy, that's $5 million plus. The new one is the 506C as in Charlie. That's the one that came out last September. That's the one that you are allowed to solicit people that you don't have a pre-existing relationship with. So that's what the big deal is about. Oh, yes, we're doing the 506C. We're allowed to solicit. Now people think they can email. You still got to worry about can spam. Email is not a good idea because most accredited investors have their spam programs turned up, and you're not getting into my computer or any of their computers. So forget the email part of it, okay? Direct mail, you can direct mail, but it's a waste of money. You're lucky to get a 0.5% return. Due to numbers, it's not worth it. But if you're buying a list from a company like myself, salesleads.tv, accreditinvestors.net, accreditinvestorleads.com, we sell private placement leads. Now you got to be careful because just private placement leads is not the whole story. If you are buying or participating in a private placement, you must be an accredited investor. So that second key word that you should be searching for really is not private placement leads, but it should really be accredited investor leads. So let's back up to the original game plan. Private placement leads. What kind of leads do we use for a private placement? Whether it's a Reg D 504, 505, 506B as in boy, or the 506C as in Charlie, they must be accredited investors. If you have any questions, I know it's kind of confusing, but I'm hoping all these videos will coach you guys and you'll get to understand it better. If you have any questions, call me, 561-981-8777. My name is John Fisher. Have a beautiful day, and God bless.